RRR commentary continues here. The story. The story begins with the story card along with the echoing scream of a woman saying, Malli. The significance of it won't be known until the scene ends. Still, the scream is put there for foreshadowing to immediately attract the attention of those who might have drifted off to sleep or lost in their phones during initial credits, or perhaps as a reminder to the audience that Malli is the most important character of the story, not the film. We see a drone shot of the Adilabad forest, birds chirping, and a girl singing. It's a combined psychological effect of being beautiful and pleasing. It evokes the emotion, it's perfect the way it is, stay like that. If anyone disturbs it, then that person is evil. The same psychological trick is used by James Cameron in Avatar movies. The arrangement of space is very important. At the center, on a raised platform, the English woman is seated on a chair with an umbrella over her head. It makes the audience easily identify the superior person over there. People with her are standing while the local travel folk are sitting in a crouching position. The travel folk, despite being the owners of that land, consider an outsider to be superior. That's fear of guns because they have a lot to lose. Even if someone manages to steal it, they won't know how to shoot. The English woman and the other officer, Edward, is smiling and enjoying the little girl's song. This is to indicate that they aren't cruel to their core and have not come there with any sinister intent. It's just their natural mental conditioning that they consider themselves superior, so whatever they do is not wrong and that people of color are not humans. They are just resources to exploit like other flora and fauna. Further, showing some sort of kindness in the woman initially increases the shock value when she shows her true colors. It is assumed that even among the colonizers, the men were evil and women were good. At the beginning itself, the film breaks that misconception. It's very important to highlight the fact that Lady Catherine is evil and deserves to die, otherwise, her death in the end won't go well with the audience. RRR does great use of additional people and properties that might seem unnecessary but strongly highlight the personality of characters or a particular emotion. Like when Scott enters, he comes in with dogs, soldiers, villagers, and only him on a horse holding a gun and a cigar in slight slow motion. All are indicators of him being a pure, irredeemable villain. Upon his arrival, momentarily, even the birds chirping stops. I want to have this little package on our mantelpiece. These are interesting choice of words. RRR is primarily an Indian film and a lot of Indians are good with English. Hence, framing the sentence in such a way creates slight confusion and increases the shock value when the audience realizes that the British woman actually intends to take the girl with them. It's a slow realization hinted first with just music, change, and then actual words. The slow realization slowly builds tension with great importance given to the background music and slow mo shots. Another important thing to note is the bullet speech by Scott. RRR has two main plots, one for each protagonist. The plot of Ram is revealed much later in the film. To avoid that coming all of a sudden in the story, there is scattered information about the second plot, which begins with the bullet speech. It's interesting to note that Scott telling to conserve bullets does not feel jarring. It's shown to be a part of his personality, which is consistent till the end when he says, Don't shoot until you can confirm the kill. Keeping that in mind, just before intermission, when Scott points a gun at Mully, we must know that he won't waste that bullet. Raju knows that the threat was a bluff, but Bhim does not. That's why he surrenders. Further, him saving the bullet in the first scene allows the storyteller to keep a surprise for the audience during credits. In addition to giving information, every development in the story is with the intent of evoking a certain emotion. That's why, in one single uncut shot, Malli's mother, Loki, is hit with a tree branch on her head. I don't know how they did that without hurting the actor. This is a disturbing scene that very likely forces the audience to look away. It is believed that a film is good if the audience's eyes are glued to the screen. It's correct, but we fail to understand the importance of looking away. RRR has many such disturbing scenes that force us to look away. These are essential to understand the seriousness of the situation. It helps to balance the seemingly unrealistic stunts performed by our heroes. These high stakes ensure that those stunts don't feel goofy because by the time they happen, we are already emotionally invested in those protagonists and their mission. Mully's mother dies, or at least that is what we are made to believe. This is very essential to end the first intro on a high note, and at the same time, the reveal of her being alive makes the ending more satisfying. Subscribe for more commentary on RRR.